Morning guys, so I'm just getting ready. As promised, I thought I would I was about to say quickly talk about, let's be honest, it's not going to be quick, is it? I promised I'd talk about how my dermatologist appointment went and let you know what things she's prescribed me and also the skincare that she's given me to try out. I'm just applying the moisturiser at the moment. The moisturiser that I've been given was just in a little test pot, and as you can see it's almost gone. Now she did say to me to not use moisturiser unless I really feel like I need to, and I feel like she didn't take into consideration the fact that I've always had dry skin. I'm really struggling not using moisturiser. Like, it goes beyond everything I've ever learned. Sorry, Delilah's just having her breakfast and she's having a little bit of a meltdown, so you have to excuse the crying in the background. I don't want to go against what my dermatologist has said, but like, I also want to have nice skin, and I've always learnt that you should use like moisturiser, especially on your neck and things, and it doesn't matter whether you have oily skin or dry skin. I've heard that everyone should use moisturiser. So yeah, I think I'm going to ask her about that, because my skin, like, if I don't use moisturiser, it just feels really dry and tight, and the dryness on my chin that I used to have and the dryness around my nose is starting to come back, and it's come back really badly on my chin, which as soon as I started using my my Lizelle products went away. And it's actually only been like the last year that I've had like full-on like acne on my forehead. Before that I didn't have that, and I think I reread over my notes, and I think she thinks it's teenage acne that I've had from being a teenager until now, and it's not. Like, I used to have great skin, so I think I need to talk to her again. But anyway, I went to the dermatologist and I told her what had been going on with my skin. I do feel like for my money I don't know, I expected more of an in-depth sort of action plan for my skin, I think, and she sort of said, try these products, try this product. I mean, she was good, like, I'm glad I went. She sort of quickly said some products to her assistant, and then her assistant wasn't 100% sure what she wanted to give me, and then literally she just put it down on a bit of paper. Where's the paper? So here she just scribbled down what to give me, and half the stuff they didn't have in, and then the stuff that they did have in she popped in these little tester pots. So I'm gonna have a follow-up consultation in like 6 weeks or something, but until then I'm going to call them up and just ask them to clarify the products that they want me to use, and also where I can get 2 of these products, because I've basically been trying to find this moisturiser, because this moisturiser is quite nice. So it's basically a Sauveur moisturiser. I've looked online, they're just discontinued everywhere. Anyway, should we start from the beginning? I've got off on one. I'm guessing if you watch the vlogs you know why. My skin's just become really oily this year, which it never has been. I mean, it's oily, but it's not, it's like dry, but it's like really, I notice when I don't wear makeup during the day, my skin just gets really, just feels greasy, and obviously that build-up of grease has caused me to break out. I won't go into all the technical side of things. Yeah, she basically said I need to help clear the oil as much as possible to help reduce the spots, and she's also given me some creams. So I've got an antibiotic cream and a vitamin A cream. Oh, I really should have thought about where I was going to start talking about this, because I just feel like I'm just rambling. So yeah, anyway, if you want to know what products I've been given these products, which are just a short-term thing. I've got this I think that's how you say it, Duac once daily cream. I've been applying this every day, apart from the days that I use this. So I'll apply this just on my forehead and a bit on my chin before I go to bed. And then I have this Differin cream, so it's a Differin 0.1%. I've got this big pack of information here. Yeah, so basically she just explained everything. This Duac gel, where is it? I've lost it. Right, anyway, I don't know where I've put it. I don't know where it is, but anyway, the vitamin A cream. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, I'm getting it all wrong. The Duac gel is an antibiotic cream that should hopefully, I think that has been clearing up my forehead. And then the Differin is a vitamin A cream, and you have to build up your tolerance to this stuff. I've been told to use this every 3rd night for 3 weeks, and then every 2nd night for 3 weeks, and so on. And so again, I'll use this at night because it works better at night. And I've been doing it for about a week and a bit now, just over a week, and I do feel like the spots on my forehead have lessened, or at least like sort of they feel a bit crispy, like they've dried up, which is a good sign, like they feel a bit smoother. It's early days, but I feel like the creams are doing something. Sorry, this is very long-winded. I really should have planned a concise evaluation of of this all. I then went out and bought this Aven Cleanance cleansing gel. They gave me this in one of these little tester pots, which hasn't been written down here. I actually think this was given to me because they didn't have the Aven tolerance. So Aven tolerance, I think, again, need to call up and check today, I think is makeup remover, but they didn't have it in. I think you can only get it online, but I've looked online and there's like an Aven tolerance cream, and then there's like a gel, there's like all sorts, and I don't know which one I should be getting. So I just got this one for now, and it's basically just a face wash. Usually when I've been out for the morning and Delilah and I have gone out and done whatever, and then I've come back home, and then my skin's usually starting to feel a bit oily by then. Before, I would just like leave it until I sort of went to bed, and then I'd wash my face then. But now she said if my skin starts to feel like that during the day and I haven't got makeup on, to use something like this to get rid of that excess oil, so it's not just sitting on my skin and being reabsorbed. And then for moisturiser, I've got the Solvere moisturiser, which again is for oily skin, and it's very light moisturiser. So I've put it on now, and my skin doesn't feel like my Lizelle stuff made my skin feel so amazing and healthy and plump, but quite clearly it was too much for my skin. So this does make my skin feel moisturised. It still feels a bit tight, to be honest, but I have noticed I've not been getting as oily, and I have noticed my foundation goes on a little bit better and stays on for longer. So actually I do quite like this. I mean, there's probably other products I can try. Again, like when I see her, I want to ask her if there's any other brands she recommends, because one, this is really difficult to get hold of. I'm hoping I can get hold of it today at the Dermatologist, but if I can't, then I'm going to see if they can recommend me something else, like what is it, La Roche-Posay, or what's the brand? Anyway, there's lots of brands that are targeted for acne prone skin, but I just want to make sure I get like the best ones that they recommend. And then there's this, which I haven't actually used. It's a Solvere cleanser. Again, I really think this cleanser is just the same as this, but just a different brand. I need to call up and double check. That's basically it. Oh, she did also tell me that this foundation is not good for me. Powder foundation is much better than liquid foundation, but I'm pretty sure this Revlon one is in particular not great for my skin. Still a little bit confused by it all. Probably wasn't even any point in me going over that, because it's really not particularly helpful for anyone, really. She did offer me treatments and stuff like microdermabrasion, which I might do at some point, and red blue light treatment. I kind of want to stay clear of those things. It's expensive, and I don't like it. I don't feel like it's a long-term solution. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna put my makeup on. I also want to ask her about exfoliators and like face masks and stuff, because it would still be nice to use that stuff. Oh yeah, foundation. She basically said to use a powder foundation because it's much kinder on the skin. So I went to Bare Minerals the other day, and in front of me I have the bag, and I'm waiting to go back and hopefully exchange the foundation, because she quickly did my makeup for me. And I was like, yeah, it looks great, fine, cool, I'll get that foundation and I'll get a brush to go along with it. I got home and I looked in the mirror and my face was orange. It did not look like that in the shop. And then I looked, oh gosh, my forehead has gone really peely. Oh no, I haven't put makeup on all week, so I didn't notice it was all peely. Oh no. But yeah, I got home and looked at the foundation that I'd been given, and I looked on the back and the colour said that it was number 3. I've never needed a colour 3 foundation. I'm always like the lightest foundation, and usually they're still quite orange. My Revlon foundation is in colour 2, and that's only because the first colour is too cool for me. It looks too pink on my skin. So yeah, I've not opened it or anything. I'm gonna go back and say, can I please change this for a lighter colour? She also put bronzer on me, which I said probably isn't a good idea, and it obviously wasn't, because oh my gosh, I just can't believe I was walking around looking so orange. It's Saturday, which is why I got the opportunity to sit here and do my makeup. We need to leave quite soon because we've got Delilah's first swimming class back in months, because she actually finished her swimming before the summer holidays, because basically we were waiting to go to the next group up, and she was just getting far too old for the group that she was in, so we just stopped for a term. So we've had a term off and the whole summer holidays. Finally going back to swimming today, which is exciting, and oh, it's starting to feel like autumn. All her classes are starting back up again. I'm getting really excited. We want to go to town before that to grab some swimming nappies, and then yeah, and then run to swimming. So I need to get ready. Hi gorgeous. Hi. Hi, you're a big girl. Where do you want to go? Where are we going? I've just gone for my weekday jumper, my usual skinnies, my Topshop flats, Whistles bag. One thing I didn't miss about swimming is the temperature in the swimming pool place. It's like a big greenhouse basically, and it's so hot in there. So I've got my weekday jumper on, and then underneath I've just got a stripy, I think it's the ASOS swing t-shirt or something, just a stripy t-shirt from ASOS underneath, because I know I'm certainly gonna have to take this jumper off whilst I'm sat watching her swimming. Should we get your shoes on, Missy? Should we get your shoes on? Oh, it's very sunny. The other day, guys, I broke my camera on my phone. I've never done anything like this, I swear. I'm either getting clumsier or the iPhones are getting flimsier. I think it's because the camera, like usually the camera used to be like built into the camera, and obviously it's still built in, but it sticks out a lot. And I've shattered the glass. It looks like I've got a weird effect over my photos when I take photos on my phone now, which, to be honest, I don't really take many photos on my, well, I do actually take quite a lot of photos on my phone just for personal use of Delilah, really, but yeah, it makes it really difficult with like with Instagram stories and stuff. And lots of you said, oh no, it just looks like you've got a cool filter on it, but yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Nipped into town to get this one some more swimming nappies and a larger neoprene nappy thing, so they've got like a double nappy policy, and she's definitely grown out of her neoprene nappy, and also we'll get a coffee before we go. You've got my blueberry muffin. Oh, thank you. It's hot, hot. It's hot, hot. Careful, Bubba. Neoprene nappy. That's 6 to 12 months. What size was she? Was she a large? 6 to 12 she must have been. So she probably 12 to 24 months she probably needs. Some flowery ones. Yeah. There we go. Your new flowery pads. Darling, we're here. Poppy, you never stay asleep when the car stops. Why now? Why when we need to go to class are you staying asleep? So I'm back home whilst Doug and Delilah are still in the car. We were driving around for about half an hour while she slept after swimming, and we kept going past ours, and Doug was like, do you want to get out? I was like, actually I could start making us all lunch. And whilst I wait for them to come back, I'm going to quickly do these. Now these are something I randomly ordered on Facebook the other day. I don't usually buy stuff I see advertised on Facebook, but these looked really cool. You put these little balls in water and they expand, and they're like these really cool like jelly sensory water balls. I pop these in water and they should expand to, I think, I don't know, like that big or something. As you can see, the kitchen is still a bit of a mess. I mean, I managed to tidy it up a little bit. Our plumbing's still not fixed. We've got someone coming on Tuesday. The plumbers did come around the other day, but it was going to be quite a big job, and Delilah was very upset from her jabs, and I just didn't want them around because Delilah just wasn't feeling great. Luckily, Doug and I are going to be in London on Monday and Tuesday, so they're going to come when we're not here, which is great. I'm just going to put lots of water in here. Okay, I think that will do. This is very exciting. I feel like I'm doing a science experiment or something. There we go. Let's just plonk them in. So after an hour and a half of napping in the car, they're finally home. Got your lunch ready? Say hello. Do you have a good sleep? Somebody's in a good mood. So we've all finished lunch. Delilah must have been really hungry because, well, one, she had lunch later than usual. Is it Peppa Pig? Oh, what's that doing in there? Is that your flapjack? You're silly. One, Delilah had lunch later than usual, and two, obviously she went swimming, which didn't go too well. She cried for most of the class. Not really badly, but she just grizzled for most of it. But to be honest, I don't blame her because she's not been for the whole summer holidays, and she wasn't there for the term before because there was a mix-up with classes and she was getting far too old for her other class. So we had to stop for a bit, but now she's moved up to the next class up. But hopefully she'll get used to it because last time I went, she was fab and she didn't cry, and yeah, hopefully she'll get used to it again. Like, she didn't go underwater or anything today because she wasn't, you know, she wasn't very happy. She just sort of bobbed around, but yeah. I think she was also quite tired, so she had a really long nap in the car. She's in a really good mood. She ate all her lunch, like nothing ended up on the floor. She wolfed it all down, and we are now going to head to the shop that's going to make Delilah's flower girl outfit for Melissa's wedding. We have our bridesmaids outfits sorted, but because Delilah's growing all the time, we've had to wait until much nearer to the wedding to actually get her outfit. So because she's not properly walking yet, although she did take 3 steps yesterday, so she's technically taken her first step. It happened out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting her to do it. She was just holding onto a box, and the next thing I know, she took like 3 steps towards me. So I haven't got it on camera, but yeah, so that happened. She's not properly walking yet, which means she's most likely going to be crawling around, and any mums with babies that crawl or toddlers that crawl will know that dresses aren't their best friend until they can walk because it trips them up. So we found a shop in our town that does lovely kids clothing, and they said they can make one for Delilah in any style that we like, and they'll make the dress into a romper, and they'll measure her up so that it fits her perfectly for the day. So we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna head to Doug's parents afterwards because, as you know, our plumbing's all messed up, and it's really difficult using the washing machine. So Doug's just gonna take some washing over to his parents and do it there. Come into this lovely shop that I love, and I wish I came here more often, but it's a bit out of the way. And we've come here to get some dinner. I'm going to see what nice streets they have as well. You know what? I'm going to give this a little go. So we're all done. Delilah's romper is ordered for the wedding. It was so sweet. If I remember when we get back, I'll show you some photos I took of her on Doug's phone, because obviously she had to try one of the already made rompers on for size, and it was a really good fit, but the lady's going to make it with a little bit more give in the length, because obviously it was a little bit little bit short on her, but also she might grow a bit in the next 2-3 weeks. And we're getting a different colour put onto the collar, and I've got to decide on the colour and let her know before they send off the instructions for the seamstress. So we grabbed some dinner in one of my favourite little shops. Of course we went in for 1 or 2 things for dinner, and I've ended up coming out with a big bag of goodies. I picked myself up with some of these Rude Health, they're not cereal bars, just bars, because I really like them, but they're hard to get hold of, and if you order them online you have to order like a pack of 20 or something. So I picked up some of these. Whoa, no, it's not going to be alright up there. Not going to be alright up there. You have a little sticky thing on. Oh, actually that works. There we go. I'm going to try this. I know I don't like kombucha, so I didn't even bother buying that. This still has live cultures in, so excuse me, I'm trying to vlog. Even if I like this, I'm not going to do the whole thing just in case it upsets my tummy, because I know you have to be careful with stuff like this. Now let's see. I'll probably regret buying this. It's by Pure Earth and it's sparkling apple and mint. That's quite nice actually. It just tastes like a nice fizzy drink. Delilah doesn't sound too impressed though. Do you, bunny? You're not too impressed? You're not too impressed back there? No, okay. Okay. We're gonna go to Nana and Pops. I don't know if they're in, but they might be.
Just Alistair is.
Oh, just Uncle Alistair. Uncle Alistair's in there. What are you doing? Come around, chair. Come this way. That way, silly. So we're just chilling out in the kitchen dining room area whilst Doug puts his washing on. What are you doing? And bye-bye. Going up the step. Good girl. Clever girl. Be careful coming down though. I'm trying to see what Daddy and Alistair are doing outside. You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. One step. Oh. Please. Going on your swing. You're going on your swing. Whee! 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 Whee!
Give the ball to Abby. Thank you, Layla.
That was sort of. Ready? Come to Mummy! I can't believe how quickly she's just like, all of a sudden, sort of starting to do it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Was that funny?
Let's go to Mummy.
Come to Mummy. Come to me. Careful, she's not steady, but don't make her go too fast.
Come on.
Concentrate. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Careful. Well done. Well done. Love a cat. Yay! Yay!
Should we try again? Should we do it again?
Come on! Come on! Yeah! You're doing it!
Oh, I don't know. Come on then, let's do it again. Let's go to Mummy. Oh dear.
Have you spotted the tomatoes? Yeah.
Hello. Watch.
Clever girl. I think I might have gotten some of that on camera. Don't know, I was concentrating on Delilah, so it might have been looking at the sky or the house. I can't believe all of a sudden she's taken her first step. Still very wobbly. Won't be walking properly anytime soon, I don't think, but you did it. And it's so cute because she knows she does it because she laughs when she's walking. It's so cute. We're back home and I'm making Delilah's dinner. Have some whole wheat fusilli on the go and I'm just defrosting a couple of ice cubes of the tomato vegetable sauce that I have stocked up in the freezer that I made her. Quite a few of you have asked me for a recipe for that pasta sauce. It's really simple. I'll try and find it and link it in the description. Cook all the vegetables. I'm pretty sure it was leeks, onion, sweet potato, butternut squash. The recipe did call for cauliflower, but I didn't have any, and something else, and carrot jammed full of veggies, and then you pop in tin tomatoes. It's really simple, and then once it's all cooked, you blend it up, whether you do it in the food processor or with a hand blender. I did it in the food processor, and then I froze it into ice cubes. So these are the trays that I have. I got these when we first started weaning Delilah. These are really good. I got them in Lakeland. I can't remember the name of the brand. As you can see, they're slightly bigger than like traditional ice cube trays. So these ones are great because you get sort of a slightly bigger portion size. I also use these to freeze up tomato puree because I don't use tomato puree that much. So usually you open it, use it once, put it in the fridge, and then it goes off. Always use these to freeze tomato puree, and then I just put them in little bags like this. And then I've always got tomato puree. At the moment, this is all Delilah's pasta sauce. I've got a couple of trays here, and every time I use it, I just defrost 2 cubes per portion. I mean, she's very good with eating lots of food. Let's open the window because it's getting very steamy in here. She's very good at eating a variety of food. If your kid's a little bit funny with eating vegetables, then that's a good sauce to make, and you can just use it however you want. Like today, I'm going to add a bit of tuna. So she's kind of got like a nice tomato tuna kind of cheats pasta bake, I guess. Oh. Hello. Do you want to come in? Oh, hello, gorgeous. Hi. Hello, you got your flamingo? Yeah. I'm making your dinner. Does it smell good? Does it smell good? Could you hear me talking? Hey, it's you. So yeah, it's great. It's really versatile, and you could use it to make like a little lasagna, or like add. You could add mincemeat if you wanted. You can add extra vegetables. Sometimes I add like sweet corn to it. I've just been going around having a bit of a tidy whilst Delilah has her bath, but she's going to be out any second now. I've prepped the veg for dinner, and I'm about to put the lentil shepherd's pie in, or whatever it was, and I think I'm gonna light some candles. I've got this candle here, which is one of my favourites, but the poor sod's had all sorts of things popped in here because of Delilah. This morning it had her OT bathing, the other day it had some breadsticks. Okay, you ready for some more milk?
Alright.
There we go, that's dinner done. Doesn't actually look very good. Does it taste good? So we're gonna have dinner and watch Naked Attraction. This program is like just weirdly entertaining. I don't know, you kind of forget that people are naked after you've watched it for a while. So I almost went to bed without saying goodnight. We've just had a really chill evening, although I could be doing stuff like planning videos. I've got some branded work to film tomorrow, so I could have sat up and planned that. I'll do it in the morning. I haven't really got much to plan. It's just need to go over the brief and just make sure I've got it all in my noggin. And I could have done some editing. I really want to get my chatty get ready with me video up because I filmed that weeks ago, but after an intense month of vlogging almost every night up until like 1 o'clock in the morning, I've just enjoyed not doing anything for the last 2 nights. We watched X Factor, which I didn't think was on TV tonight. We just turned the TV on and X Factor was on, and I swear it's too early for X Factor. It's only the 2nd of September, but apparently it's X Factor time again, which makes me very excited. I'm very, very, very excited about autumn winter this year. Jonathan Ross is back on the TV. I don't know whether that's the first night he's back tonight or whether it's already been on. We don't really watch much live TV anymore. We usually just watch it recorded. I'm going to be in London on Monday and Tuesday for a very exciting event, so I'm going to bring you guys along with me and Doug, because he's going to be coming along for most of it as well. So it should be a good couple of days. See you in the next vlog, which will be a very, very good one, hopefully. Well, it'll be a fun day for me. I don't know whether the vlog would be any good. Yes, if you are a Lush fan, you will probably appreciate the vlog a lot. I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.